What's up, ladies and gentlemen, and everyone in between? Welcome back to Telltale's Batman Season 2, The Enemy Within. We're here with Episode 2, The Pact. Last time we completed Episode 1, The Enigma, and we were introduced to the Riddler here, who is a really interesting villain. I thought he was going to last much longer than he ended up lasting. We ended up defeating him. He was actually killed by someone that we don't know, because it turns out he's part of some larger conspiracy group of villains, and they betrayed him because he went rogue and decided to take us down instead of actually doing whatever the plan was. I know Harley Quinn is involved because we found her card, her doctor's card, on his body or something like that, or was given to us by the person in charge of the government agency. So there's a lot of stuff going on, and John Doe is involved in this somehow. It's really, really super interesting, and I'm absolutely loving Batman, guys. I'm so grateful I started this series. Honestly, like, Telltale games, they get underrated. I know that they produce so many games in such a short space of time, but honestly, I think they're underrated because their games are just so fun and so engaging, and the stories are so interesting, and it's just loads of fun to get to see your favorite characters on screen and actually interact with their stories and their narratives. So before we jump in, I just want to quickly update you guys in case you haven't been watching any of the other videos on my channel. I have now upgraded to finally using a controller. It has been a long time. I haven't used a controller since I was a kid, so I was a bit nervous about doing it. I was nervous that maybe my reactions wouldn't be so great, or I'd forget how to use it, but it turns out muscle memory, so actually, when I picked it up, everything was intuitive to me, and it felt like I was just back on a normal controller again. So actually, it's not too bad. So we'll be doing that from now, and I've already I jumped back into episode 1 on a different save just to give the controls a try to make sure it's not going to mess with things, and it seems like actually I'm better on a controller than a keyboard anyway, it seems. So we will be doing that. The only thing I have a bit of difficulty with is aiming the mouse, but that's just because my brain wants to treat it as a mouse because I'm so used to that. But otherwise, excellent stuff, and I'm super excited, and I'm just loving the new setup. So let's jump into episode 2 without any further ado. So the description for this episode: with his identity on the line, Bruce must work with a new power player in Gotham. A criminal conspiracy is growing in the shadows, threatening the entire city. I cannot wait to find out who these people are and how Harley Quinn is involved. So I hope you're excited too. Let's jump right in, guys. Put on your seatbelts, grab your popcorn, and let's enjoy a bumpy ride. Always the best way to start a weekend. That's gotta be Gotham City, right?
A madman from Gotham's past returned to terrorize my city. He drew me into his twisted game, striking at the things I hold most dear. But I survived his deadly traps.
And we saved him on, I remember this.
I emerged the victor. But the cost was too great. Lucius Fox is dead.
Oh, yes.
Riddler is dead.
Oh, Lucius, I feel bad about that.
The only lead I had to taking down the greatest danger Gotham has ever faced. And the person best equipped to help me is a threat to my deepest secret.
Yes, she knows we're Batman.
The Riddler was going to be my way in, once we captured him alive.
And apparently we messed
this
up.
But now I have you to lean on. A man who lives on both sides of the line and knows exactly when to cross it. Yes, you and I will be working together very closely. Bruce Wayne.
The Lady of Dublin, the boat that I think we're on.
Know, I can keep your secret.
Well, you better, otherwise you're gonna have problems.
Going behind my back to Maury, I will continue to keep it. Okay. No reports, nothing. No one else needs to know.
What's the catch,
to deal
though?
With the present threat, though, I need both of you. The man inside and outside the
So you want to recruit us and then you'll keep our secret?
Understand, I'm not the enemy here. It may seem that way right now, but I'm not.
Then reinstate
Our problems are
Gordon.
far too big for us to be bickering among ourselves.
If that's true, then reinstate Gordon as commissioner.
Yeah.
You really are loyal to that stubborn old mule.
He's a good dude. I like him a
I'll
lot.
tell you what. Play nice with me now, and when this is all over, I'll make things right with Gordon.
Not when it's all over. Do it
When
now.
Riddler's friends hear he's dead, they ain't gonna just carrying on. They might get sloppy. They might want revenge.
That's
Or they
possible.
might simply accelerate their plans.
That's also probably more likely,
I'm gonna
actually,
need
honestly.
eyes everywhere in Gotham. A man like Bruce Wayne, with all his influence and resources, can go places Batman can't. You understand what I'm saying, don't you?
Don't we do that
Your
already?
public persona could be a great help to us here. Maybe even as much as Batman in certain situations.
I can sort of
I know
understand.
when to be Batman and when to be Bruce.
I mean, I don't
It's the
exactly work
mask
for it,
that
but I'm not
fits
going to
best
fight
at
her
the
either,
time.
because be diplomatic, right?
Now you're speaking my language.
But we already did this. We don't need her to make us do this. Oh no, what is that?
What the hell?
Man, this is why I love season 2 so much more. It's just everything's happening so fast. There's no moments of
Looks like the whole
silence.
city's under attack. We've got a report of a raid on the Gotham PD arsenal. If those bastards get their hands on our
Oh goodness, they're stealing weapons?
It's Riddler's gang. It has to be.
Okay,
We're gonna need Batman for this one.
Agreed.
okay.
Emergency services
Riddler's
is
gang
already
though.
pushed to the limit.
Then we'll have to redeploy patrol officers to defend the arsenal.
Or just send
Don't
Batman.
divert me, Gordon. I can handle the arsenal call.
Thank you.
Can't we do both? Why do we have to be a lone gunman on this?
Let's move, people. This is what we trained for.
There's been an attack in the financial district.
Biotech company on the west side is under siege.
Ooh, this is so exciting! I love Batman! Okay, here's the arsenal. Those must be the thieves. Alright, let's take them down. They've killed some police officers as well, which is not great. What are they stealing? Are they stealing weapons or something that, like, is secret that we don't know about? Oh goodness, that's not a nice way to die.
What more do you want with me? Shut it.
You got
What?
what you came for. You don't need me.
Yeah, why are you holding a hostage? Is that to save your own life?
The boss will make a pretzel out of your neck.
Okay, let's disarm him.
Whoa.
Yeah, that was easy.
How
Okay,
many
get
are
this guy
there?
out of
I don't
here.
know. 10 or 12, maybe? The really big one. He made me give him the keys to the armored transport vehicles. I didn't want to. I swear.
Armored transport.
Okay. Get out of here.
So they're making away with something really
Thank you,
precious.
Batman.
Hey, you about done?
Yeah, just about.
Alright.
All right. I'll make it one more round.
I think dropping from above makes the best sense, right? Catch them by surprise because there's a group of them. Yeah. Come on, Batman. Let's take him out. Ooh, dodge the body. They're throwing dead bodies at us now. Who is this?
Who are you?
We haven't seen him before.
Nightmare,
Bane?
much like yourself.
Is this Bane?
But you can't call me Bane.
No way, guys, it's Bane! Oh my goodness! Ah, that's so exciting! Season 2 is so much better than Season 1.
Cannot win a war alone.
Oh, he's Russian now. Alright, vicious disarm, let's go for it. I love how you can choose like exactly how you're gonna do your combat. It's just awesome.
You fight well, but
But
you fight alone. You will die alone.
That's how it works for you too, buddy. Oh, goodness. I love Batman! It's really hard to hurt Bane though, right? Isn't he supposed to be like really dangerous? Right, okay. So let's take him out. It might help to take out the goons as well because they're kind of like all around us.
I can see why Riddler wanted to be the one to kill you.
Ooh.
Riddler is dead.
Yes.
You got Riddler?
You should be worrying about yourself.
I promised my men a hell of a battle if ever I faced you. And I'd hate to disappoint.
Are we really going to take down Bane in one fight?
Oh, I haven't faced a true warrior since I left Peña Duro prison.
How about we throw one of your guys at you like you threw the policeman at us? Oh, goodness, he's tough. Come on, Batman. Don't need his strength to defeat you. Come on.
Save your strength, man. This one is mine.
You fight alone, you die alone, buddy. You said that yourself. Oh, man. This guy's on juices. Is this in the movies? I don't remember that. Oh, my goodness. That's some meta steroids, dude. Okay, come on. Oh my goodness, he's like a rock now. Come on, Batman, come on. Come on, come on, come on. Oh goodness, whoa,
I will
jeez.
give you a peaceful death if you take it.
I told you to leave, dude, don't. You're gonna die, you're gonna die. I literally told you to leave. He can pull an entire car. What? Yeah, hit yourself with the car, dude. I hope that janitor or whatever he is okay.
This
Chip, his
pain
name
you're
was.
feeling, Batman.
Oh, it's like that. I'm not even letting this guy finish his sentences. Oh God, tell me we're okay, right? Come on. Oh, we really injured Bane. Look at him. Or is it the drugs are wearing off? Is that like a 2-minute booster? Oh, come on, Batman. You're all right. Get up.
Did you get him?
Get up, Spider-Man. Get up.
Keep your eyes open. Don't let anyone follow you to the warehouse.
Don't worry, we'll take the back way by the docks.
Safe travels.
Take the back way by the docks. Oh no, they're getting away. Oh, tell me he's okay. Tell me he's okay. Tell me he's okay. Oh boy. Oh, okay. We have to choose. Okay, Waller's people are well trained and equipped to deal with Bane's men and safely cover the weapons. But Gordon is bound to feel betrayed if I cut him out of the loop. Gordon knows the city better than anyone. The GCPD should be able to quickly find the stolen weapons, but Waller will feel disrespected for superseding her authority. We have to call Waller, guys. Like, you know, Gordon can handle a bit of hurt feelings, right? We've been with him for so long, he's just got to trust us. And the thing is, like, Waller has really been... She has the potential to be an antagonist if we don't play this carefully. So I think we need to call Waller in on this. And it's playing our cards right, because then we're earning some loyalty points, right? And if we earn those loyalty points, then there's a chance that will pay off in the future and Waller will help us. So let's help her by telling her about these things. I just think that's the right thing to do. Yeah. No hesitations. Gordon will be okay. You know.
Hello?
Help is on the way.
Oh no, the lights even went from his eyes, guys. That is scary. Are those like lights connected to like his life readings or something? Like his heart rate or something? Oh goodness, if his heart stopped, that's scary. Why does the title have like no music so far in every episode? That's really weird.
Batman!
Iman? Sounded like Iman.
Say something if you can hear me.
I'm under the rubble. It's like the only place to look. Come on, let's get out. Let's get out.
Over here.
Oh my god. Batman.
I know, this is pretty rough. Bane was a tough adversary. I'm surprised.
We're
Like,
going to have to unpin him.
we even managed to beat him
Batman.
as best as we did.
I'm gonna need your help to push this thing off you. 1, 2,
3!
3.
Come on, 3, 3. Oh, hold A and drag. Okay. Yes. There we go. Okay. If they use this mechanic more often, I wouldn't forget how it works. Oh man, I look really beat up. Even my suit doesn't look good.
The mechanic who was taken hostage.
Oh, he was taken
Where is
hostage?
He didn't make it.
I
sorry.
told him to leave.
Who the hell
Dude.
did this to you?
Called himself Bane. His crew loaded the weapons onto the APCs and took them to a warehouse.
Maybe you know him from a few of Christopher Nolan's movies by chance.
I really do appreciate you reaching out to me about this. Listen, you really need to pull yourself together because the threat we're facing is worse than I thought.
I literally just...
While you were here,
did-
a
what?
gang of masked men hit a biotech manufacturer. Perf slipped right through our damn fingers.
So this was a distraction?
Every single one of them.
Welcome to Gotham, honestly.
Welcome to Gotham, Director.
It ain't my fault. This shit happens
I've
on a
had
daily
long
basis.
welcomes.
Like, don't tell me to pull myself together. Like, sometimes you really cannot stop these guys because they just do everything all at the same time.
This Bane and the crew who hit the biotech lab must all be members of Riddler's gang.
Seems like
I
it.
need to get back to the Batcave.
Riddler's
Figure out
gang,
how
though.
this
I
all
feel like
fits
there's
together.
someone else on top of all of
As
this,
soon
not
as
just
my
Riddler.
team finishes cleaning up that biotech facility, I'll share with you any intel we discover. It's a sign our new partnership is off to a good start.
Okay, we got the brownie points. That
You're
was the
on
reason
my
I did it.
team now, and I take good care of my people.
But this is just temporary. Batman eventually works alone. Or at least he
Agent
goes back to
of
working
Estes should
alone.
be resting.
There will be time for that later.
You lost Agent Blake.
I
Like,
wanted to
I don't know how
thank
you're
you
walking around.
For saving my life. I wouldn't be here without you.
I'm sorry, Vesta. I really am sorry. I wish I could have done
wasn't
better.
able to rescue your partner.
I thought I could negotiate,
I know
but
you did everything you could have to save Blake.
I just
hope you
negotiated
know
it at the
that.
wrong time.
You were right to trust the director to help with this. Working with Waller will be the fastest way to stop these murderers before anyone else gets hurt.
I hope. It's only episode 2. How do we know for sure?
Consider
Right?
that. You should go take care of yourself.
What if the agency turns out to be the villains after all? I will be so heartbroken.
Alfred, prep the men.
I don't want to. Like, Iman would be
We're going
so
to need
upset
it.
about it. Both Imans, me and her, would be so betrayed by that. Ah, what an opening, guys! We're back at it. The Pact. And now I know what Pact we're referring to, the one with the agency. It makes sense. Perfect title for the episode.
I'm fine,
We're okay, we're okay.
really.
Yep.
You are not fine, Bruce. None of this is fine.
I mean, we did this last
Nearly
season,
killed
right?
Tonight. Those minutes of
This is how we
silence,
opened last
waiting for
season.
you to respond. They were the worst of my life. I didn't know if you were alive or dead, or if I would ever see you again.
I'm so sorry to put you through that, Al.
Yeah.
You'll just do it again tomorrow.
Yeah, technically. But that's what you
We
agree to
already
when you're the
lost
Batman, right?
Lucius. I couldn't bear losing you too. We can talk about all this later.
Yeah, now's not the time.
Come on now. Let's get you patched up.
Is this our Codex chance to learn what's going on? It happens like once an episode, basically. Oh man, that looks rough.
As if he wasn't bad enough. Now Director Waller knows your identity.
And I wonder how she figured that out.
That information in her hands?
Waller
told
isn't
her?
the one we need to worry about. Bane is still
For
on
now.
the loose, with enough guns to arm a small militia.
And we're assuming he just stole guns.
I understand. The man died for you tonight, Bruce. Trying to save you from that monstrosity. Too many have died.
Yeah.
In too short a time. The cost of this war, it just continues to rise.
I need you to be strong though, okay? Like, we can't afford to get
I need your strength.
bogged down in all these things, right?
Of course.
We're gonna unfortunately lose
Sorry
people,
for
but we
not
have
being
to
my
act and we have to help
resolute
people
self.
now.
We've never gone up against anyone able to cause you so much harm.
That's true. No one could beat us
Waller's
up like
right
Bane
about
could.
one thing. Riddler was just a small part of a larger threat.
That's how they took
Let's
out
begin
Riddler,
with the dart I pulled from his neck.
I think. Someone shot him from the
Got
bridge.
it?
But it seems like the goons
good.
didn't know about it, so who shot him? Did that say amazing or analyzing? I think it said analyzing.
In here.
What kind of toxin?
Something new. There's a whole series of powerful psychoactive meds in this cocktail. Drugs that are lethal when combined.
And don't tell me Scarecrow's
Who could have
involved.
come up with such a concoction?
And did the same person pull the trigger?
Probably not, you know?
Bane's attack was one of 3 tonight. All at the same time.
Let's bring him up. Get an assessment of the damage.
Okay, so we got Gotham Brokerage and Gothcorp Labs. That was what we heard about first on the radio, or from the agency, from
Gothcorp
the lady in
Labs,
charge. So
genetic
let's...
research facility.
Genetic research facility.
Where do we even start with this?
What are they looking for in a genetic research
I have
facility?
no idea.
Authorities can't determine what was even stolen until all of that melts.
At least 20
Oh.
dead. Some completely encased in ice.
I can't remember what his
Others
name
were
is, but there
frozen
is
solid.
someone who has these powers.
Some of their limbs shattered as they fled.
I know him from the Lego video game. I can't remember his name. Mr. Freeze or something like that? Okay, let's have a look
Waller's
at this
intel
mystery
shows
subject.
that the thieves made off with numerous pieces of equipment used in the storage and transportation of biological material.
I don't
Okay.
even want to think what they'd want that for.
No IDs.
Can
on
you
any
even think? I
suspects,
don't
though.
know.
Security cameras frozen. All witnesses dead.
Well, that doesn't help us very much at all. We got the Gotham Brokerage here.
Gotham Brokerage. 10
Harley
million in value
Quinn!
stolen. Some safety deposit boxes emptied. Contents unknown. Over a dozen dead, and even more wounded. Mostly by gunshot, though some victims had their heads smashed in.
Head smashed in. That must be with her
That's
giant
barbaric.
hammer, right? My concern is Harley Quinn was the nurse that helped, at least my understanding from the video games, is the nurse that helped the Joker, right? So isn't she supposed to be in love with the Joker? So does this mean the Joker is on the side of these guys? Or is this a slightly different version of the story? Maybe Harley Quinn hasn't yet worked with the Joker at this point. It's so hard to tell. I don't know what to make of this. I want to draw a connection, but like they could be doing a totally different version of the story, so I have no idea.
Witnesses place Harleen Quinzel at the scene. Dressed up as a clown and wielding a mallet.
A mallet.
Don't ask me.
That's what you call it?
Riddler's friends are as
Oh, mallet's pretty
insane
small.
and gruesome as he was. Perhaps even more.
Those same witnesses say that she acted alone.
Let's be honest, the villains in
All
Batman
that
have style,
courage.
guys.
All by herself.
Wow, the look of shock on his face. Okay, what else can we look at? We got the Codex. Let's look at the Codex. Okay, is there anything new? We got something new on John Doe here. My time in Arkham was short, but one patient in particular left an impression on me. I didn't catch his name, but I won't ever forget his face or his laugh. He's like some kind of creepy circus clown. He gave me an... Well, I mean, that's foreshadowing if it isn't. He gave me an invaluable assistance in uncovering Vicky's true identity and her missing drug stash. But there's something about him so unsettling, I couldn't bring myself to agree to granting him a favor. Yes, it would have been an empty promise, but the very idea of owing him anything is not a pleasant thought. It was difficult, let's be honest, because I have no idea what's going to happen with this guy. And then we got, what's his name? Lucius Fox's daughter, Tiffany Fox. A promising young scientist, Tiffany is every bit as smart as she is academically accomplished. She recently graduated first in her class in molecular engineering in hopes of following in her father's footsteps. Of course, she doesn't know what Lucius actually does at Wayne Enterprises. Her father wouldn't be reckless enough to share our secret with her. Sometimes I wonder if she ever suspected something, but not much gets past her. Not much gets past her. If there's one thing I know about Tiffany, it's she's even more determined than she is brilliant. When she sets her mind to do something, she accomplishes it. Yeah, she's pretty determined. And last time I checked... Ooh, bumping into my microphone. Whoops. Last time I checked, she is not very happy with us. She felt like we were using her dad. I was just trying to, I was trying to bring her into the fold, right? 'Cause she would be a great asset to have, but I think it backfired. It didn't work so well. Maybe doing it at her dad's funeral was not the best time. Okay. Eli Knabel? I don't know how you say this. Riddler's cohort, the one I tangled with in the casino, has been identified as Eli Knabel, perhaps? An engineering school dropout, he got mixed up in crime while working as a bouncer at a Boston bar in his 20s. Knabel fell off the map for many years, reappearing when he was connected to the kidnapping and murder of a French physicist. No doubt he was helping Riddler, having been taken under the lunatic's wing. Fiercely loyal, he's refused to talk to the GCPD, so they turned him over to the agency. If their brutal tactics haven't broken him yet, then it'll take a lot of convincing to make him give up Riddler. So I wonder if we'll hear from this guy again at some point. What's this? Riddler's hideout. Yes, this is where we got trapped at one point. Abandoned water tower, Gotham's East End. Gordon and I found out where Riddler sleeps. He's set up in a hideout in an old water tower on the edge of Gotham's East End. Walking around that place is like taking a tour of Riddler's twisted psychology. He is methodological and obsessive in his sadism, using agents as guinea pigs to test out prototypes of his murder boxes. Designed to be a giant escape room, Gordon and I almost didn't get out of there alive. You know I love escape rooms, guys, but that was a vicious one. Luckily, Gordon was instrumental in solving his riddle, and we managed to escape together. I guess two heads really are better than one. Alright, well that's it for the Codex entries. What we got here? Gotham Feed. Gotham citizens support GCPD Batman partnership. Despite some heavy criticism from elected officials, the Gotham City Police Department's public partnership with a masked vigilante known as Batman has been a rousing success with the city's population. Across the board, crime in the Gotham City limits has been down from the previous year, with violent crimes hitting a record low. Though some on the City Council have raised concerns about Batman's hidden identity and his operation outside the restrictions of the law, it doesn't appear to be hurting public opinion. I don't care who he is, I care that he makes things safer, said grocery store owner Wayne Barton, whose business has seen a 50% spike in sales after dark in recent months. Councilmember Gail Rich is sympathetic to business owners like Barton, but she maintains until we know who this Batman is, I don't think we can ever truly be safe. Makes sense. Wayne Enterprises stock hits record high. Wayne Enterprises stock hit a record high of $120 per share today during afternoon trading, surpassing its previous high of $115 per share over a year ago. The record high is the latest event in the company's recent hot streak since Bruce Wayne returned to the company's CEO last year following his brief ouster. Wayne was removed from the CEO position last year and replaced with Oswald Cobblepot in a move that resulted in Wayne publicly assaulting Cobblepot and being briefly admitted to Arkham Asylum. Wayne has since claimed the assault was a side effect of a drug injection at the hands of former Gazette reporter Vicky Vale, who conducted criminal business under the name Lady Arkham. Forgive me if we've read this stuff before, guys. I feel like we might have. But I don't remember because it's been over a month since I played this game because of my release schedule. So forgive me if I'm reading this again. You can skip ahead if you've heard it all. Dent trial date pushed back again. I'm pretty sure we've read this. A federal judge has delayed the start of former Gotham Mayor Harvey Dent's criminal trial by several more months, following the departure of the defendant's entire legal team. The team, led by attorney Brandon Hoffman, announced they were recusing themselves in a pretrial hearing on Monday morning. Instead, Dent, who previously served as Gotham's district attorney, has insisted on representing himself in the trial. Yeah, I think we've read this. In a statement in court, Hoffman said, "I no longer feel I can defend Mr. Dent to the best of my ability." Judge Harriet Stokes then moved to delay the trial for 2 more months while Dent prepared his case. This is the 4th delay to the trial and the 3rd set of attorneys to part ways with Dent, who is facing multiple charges of murder, criminal negligence, and fraud. Gazette investigation. What is the agency? It seems... Okay, I think this is new stuff. It seems Batman is no longer the most mysterious crime fighter on the streets of Gotham City these days. Multiple sources from law enforcement have confirmed with the Gazette that a mysterious government entity known only as the Agency has been conducting operations in the city recently. On the record, there is no evidence of any federal crime-fighting organization by this name, but many sources who have requested anonymity have confirmed that the agency has been present at several recent crime scenes and exerted considerable authority. I have no idea who these people are, but when they show up, they're in charge, one officer said. They act like they know what they're doing, but with no way to check their track record, I guess you have to take them at their word. This is why I'm wondering if, like, maybe these guys are actually connected to the villains. It would be quite the plot twist. I don't know how we would even predict that, but yeah. I think we have read this. Officials say Cobblepot model prisoner. In stark contrast with the ongoing saga of Harvey Dent's legal battle, he looks so chilled there, look at that. Former Wayne Enterprises CEO and convicted domestic terrorist Oswald Cobblepot is a quote-unquote model prisoner at Blackgate Prison. The man who briefly aligned himself with the terrorist organization Children of Arkham pleaded guilty to all charges against him earlier this year. He was sentenced to 40 years to be served in Blackgate. Observers and legal experts were surprised at Cobblepot's decision to forego a hearing in court, but from all accounts he appears to be enjoying his new life in jail. We don't have a bad thing to say about him, said one Blackgate guard who wished to remain anonymous. You get to talking to him and he's actually pretty charming. He's super smart. Okay, this has to be new. Family describes slain Wayne employee as hero. Friends, family, and even billionaire Bruce Wayne gathered at Gotham's Divinity Church today to pay their respects to Lucius Fox, the Wayne Enterprises chief technology officer killed in the explosion that rocked Wayne Tower last Tuesday. An emotional Tiffany Fox, the executive's daughter, described her father as my hero. Fox had been a long-time employee of Wayne Enterprises, shepherding the company's cutting-edge technology through research and development and onto the market. Many have credited him as the true genius behind the Wayne company's enormous success. Though Bruce Wayne himself declined to speak to the press at the funeral, in a statement he called Fox irreplaceable and my most trusted advisor. Following the funeral, Fox was laid to rest in a family plot at Gotham Cemetery. Opinion piece, I was wrong about Batman. It's not often I admit it, so print this one out and hang it on your refrigerator. Today's a banner day and it won't come around again anytime soon. That's right, I'm telling you I was wrong. About what, you ask? Batman, of course. Mind you, I'm not looking to invite the guy over for dinner anytime soon, but ever since I first heard the word Batman, I've been warning anyone who would listen that at best he's a lunatic and worse, he's a grave danger to our city. Which brings us to now. Last night I took my dog for a walk after work in the dark near Cobblepot Park. And guess what? The dog and I made it out alive. The thought of being mugged didn't even cross my mind, which made me realize just how safe our streets have become the past few weeks. And it made me think, maybe this Batman guy who's been helping out the cops isn't such a bad guy after all. Sure, I'd love to know what he's doing, why he's doing what he's doing, but maybe that's just the old reporter in me. For now, I think I'm happy just knowing things are getting better. Well, I'm glad opinions are changing, guys. It took them long enough, but I'm glad. Bizarre Riddler launches terrorist attack at Gotham Casino. Gotham Police, what's in the image? Just the broken window? Gotham Police are on the lookout for a masked criminal known as the Riddler after he led a brazen terrorist attack at the Virago last night. That attack was stopped by Batman with the assistance of the GCPD, further proof of their successful partnership. The focus of the attack was reportedly Gotham businessman Rumi Mori, who is currently hospitalized in what officials say is a serious but stable condition. The Riddler evaded capture and remains at large, however GCPD Commissioner James Gordon said all available resources will be assigned to his immediate capture. However, Gordon would not comment on reports that operatives from the agency were on the scene almost immediately. Yeah, that was strange for us too. Investigation into Wayne Tower explosion continues. Authorities are still searching for the cause of a massive explosion that ripped through the high-rise headquarters of Wayne Enterprises in downtown Gotham City last night. According to multiple reports, the agency, a highly secretive governmental crime-fighting organization, has also joined the investigation. The explosion, which killed Wayne Chief Technology Officer Lucius Fox and injured 14 others, is still being called an industrial accident. The involvement of the agency in this investigation raises many questions about the nature of the explosion, but both GCPD and Wayne Enterprises aren't making further comments at this time. And I remember Iman showed up at that time and was giving us a bit of a tough go of it, asking us a lot of questions. I also still don't know why they came to us at that point. They seem to think we were involved with the villains, which is weird because the lady in charge, Waller, I always forget her name, doesn't think that. So, exclusive, Bruce Wayne spotted in Virago scuffle. Local businessman and known philanthropist Rumi Mori was released from Gotham General Hospital late last night after being assaulted in his upscale Gotham casino Virago. Mori's assailant was none other than Gotham's very own playboy Bruce Wayne, and eyewitness claims... Oh, was this... I can't remember. Did we beat him up when we spoke to him the second time? I genuinely can't remember. While a spokesperson for Mori would neither confirm nor deny these claims, a Virago employee told the Gazette that Wayne and Mori met at the casino shortly before the assault is alleged to have taken place. I wouldn't be surprised if they'd come to blows, said Farid Kumail, a business analyst at Gotham Brokerage. Gotham Brokerage, that's where they broke in recently. Mori's biotech company Trigen has been trying to overtake Wayne's for almost 5 years now. Is that the company where they stole, where Mr. Freeze seems to have gone? Since Mori took over Trigen 4 years ago, it has attempted to outmatch Wayne Biotech in technological advancements and profit, but has yet to do so. Bad blood between the rival companies could be the cause of the rumored assault. Like, literally, no. People always totally misunderstand these things. The GCPD has yet to comment on the incident, but sources say there's no active investigation into Wayne or his associates. 5 things you need to know about the agency. All right, let's do this. Flash catch up on the agency. Wondering about the imposing G-men who have been popping up at Gotham's crime scene? We sat head down. Does that even make sense? We sat head down with one of their agents and gathered 5 quick facts that will shed some light on these shadowy figures. 1. Waller is the head. Amanda Waller, former congressional aide, was promoted 6 months ago to regional director of the agency. Region. Number 2. Region. Everywhere. Gotham falls under the agency's jurisdiction, as does the entire United States. What? Number 3. Riddler is their focus. For those of you thinking that the agency presence means a crackdown on Gotham's crime, their only goal here is to track down the infamous Riddler, who's now dead. Number 4, armed and dangerous. Don't get in their way because the agency has been authorized to use deadly force. Number 5, the nation's best. The agency is the United States' topmost covert organization and accepts only the most skilled and decorated individuals into their ranks. If they're so covert, why does everyone know about them? Alright, whatever. So that's it for the Gotham feed. There doesn't seem to be anything else to interact with, right? There's nothing else in the codex. We've looked at everything. Alright, so let's get on with talking to the butler.
Guns? Money? Biotech? What are they planning?
We won't know until we get to Bane.
These are really good questions.
I don't mean to cause offense, but you're in no shape to beat the information out of that monster.
You suspecting we chat to him?
Or take on his friends, if it comes to it.
What are you
We've
suggesting?
already seen how formidable Bane is on his own.
Yeah.
Taking on all of them, that would be suicide in your current condition.
I do think some help would be warranted.
I could use help. But both the GCPD and the agency are stretched thin.
Yeah.
One thing's
There's not much we
sure.
can do.
We can't just wait around for Bane to strike again. The death
That's also
toll is
true.
already too high.
You told
We have to
Waller
anticipate
you
what he's
knew
doing
when to be
somehow.
Batman and when to be Bruce. Riddler said his friends abandoned him at the Lady of Dublin.
Are we gonna have to choose now?
He alluded to the fact that John Doe was one of them.
Yeah, but John Doe didn't like him.
Then John can get you close to the others. He already wants you to meet them. John Doe might be your best chance of getting inside, finding out what they're up to.
Yeah, he is our ticket in.
Right. John's my ticket in.
But he's also
Play my
unpredictable.
cards right, John might tell me most of what I want to know.
I hate lying to
Unless
people,
you
but I
to
guess you might
mingle
have to
with
just
his
do that.
friends, the better I'll feel about all this. It'll be
We gotta get in.
dangerous approaching Bane and his people this way. They'll be suspicious of anyone who isn't a proven criminal. You'll have to give the performance of a lifetime to pull the wool over their eyes.
But they'll
Bruce
want
Wayne
Wayne
has
as an ally.
influence, an endless bank account, and as of last year, questionable integrity.
That's true.
Everything a criminal network looks for in a new recruit.
So that's it then.
Hmm.
I find John Doe and accept his offer. Hopefully the invitation is still open.
I hope this doesn't get us in trouble, though. I hope it doesn't backfire and make us look bad. And I hope Agent Waller, Officer Waller, whatever her name is, Agent Waller accepts, like, trusts us on this and doesn't think we're doing something bad. Great! I'm glad we sort of, like, played it cool with John Doe. That's good. So let's just be nice to him, I guess.
Or two while you rest.
Not a chance.
Nope. We don't do that.